Alex, how would you reflect on today's result?
I thought we were excellent. I think that we were taking a chance or chances away from a perfect performance. Really, it was a different challenge for us today. Norwich were passive in terms of that first bit, which I've never seen before, and even them getting the ball out, they did it very limited times. I thought they came here, they were very cautious. I thought they showed us a hell of a lot of respect, and I think that shows how far we've come. Where you've got clubs who generally are fighting at the top end of the division coming here and setting up to make it hard for us to try and win the game. Having said that, I thought we had probably 4 or 5 really good golden opportunities where we should score. We unfortunately didn't take any of them, but I think the fact that the majority of our fans stayed back and clapped the players, I think shows where these lads are at the moment and what they're giving the fans, and I think that's been reciprocated, which is great. That's the loudest it's been since I've been here, which was really pleasing for the players.
Does it perhaps sum the game up that the opposition goalkeeper was arguably man of the match today?
Yeah, I think that'd be fair. I think he made some really good saves. And we had chances to win the game, we just couldn't take them, and that's frustrating and a bit disappointing, but that's just execution, and sometimes that'll be really good, hence the reason why we'll go and score 4 and 5, but it's much harder against a team that literally sort of play behind the ball, as we know, but we certainly had enough.
Do you feel like it was just one of those days with the chances that were missed?
I don't really know how else you describe that, because if we lack creating opportunities, then it's probably a lack of how do we create that final third moment. But I thought all of that was there. I thought there was a spell in the first half for about 15 minutes we could have scored 3 like really quickly back to back, and then I think second half the one Keane flicks into Jacob's path is a golden opportunity in the game. So we weren't far away today, but I think what we have shown is we're more than a match for anyone just now.
Kianas, who was deployed in a slightly different position today, what did you make of his performance?
Yeah, good. I think that he's got a really good understanding of the game. We did a bit of work on it in training yesterday, and he's comfortable playing further forward, isn't he? I think I wouldn't say it's his best position, but unfortunately for us at the moment, we're light in attacking areas really, and even today when the lads were tiring towards the end, the reinforcements I've got on the bench more are middle of the park and behind the ball, rather than ahead of the ball. But yeah, I'm really happy with where we currently are.
It's another clean sheet today, 4 games unbeaten now. How important is that momentum?
Yeah, I think it's important. I think my disappointment is probably we've got 8 points out of 12, and it should be more. It should be at least 10 out of 12, probably even 12 out of 12 for how our performances have been. We know there's a couple of ingredients we still need to add. We certainly need to add a little bit of depth. But if you think about where we were before the January window and where we currently are now, I'm extremely pleased about how far we've come so far.
Does the international break come at a bad time for you, perhaps, with how things have been performing recently?
No, it doesn't. And the reason it doesn't, I think you could see today some of the lads were flagging towards the end. I think if you look at the intensity that we've played at, and we've played 7, I think now, games back-to-back, Saturday, Tuesday, I think these boys mentally and physically need to refresh, and we'll come back after the break in good shape. We'll be ready to go again.
Is that how you're looking at these 2 weeks now, a mental reset, ready for the running?
Yeah, I think I've got 4 lads away, 2 that I'm really happy with because I hope they go and get some minutes, which I think will be beneficial for them. 2, if I'm being honest, I'd rather keep back and let them have some time off because I think they need to rest. And then the rest of the lads will have a good balance between mainly resting, a couple of days really hard work, and then another wee break before we build up to a clean week going into the first game against Coventry.